was tougher than I thought it would be. I didn't have any idea what I was getting myself into.
And U.S. Navy SEAL Marcus Luttrell definitely had no idea what lay ahead on that June day in Afghanistan. The Navy dropped into the mountains Luttrell and 3 other SEALs, Lieutenant Michael Murphy, and Petty Officers Matthew Axelson and Danny Dietz. They were to capture or kill the Taliban leader who commanded Osama bin Laden's army.
Some of the guys were getting the okay, something's not right here feeling, the uneasy feeling, but it was still, business as usual.
Business as usual until the mission was compromised. Luttrell says 2 men and a boy out walking their herd discovered them.
I mean, obviously this was a critical situation that we were put in.
The question now was what to do with the Afghans. After a tough debate, the SEAL team decided to turn them loose.
In my heart of hearts, were they, they didn't have any firearms or anything like that? No, they didn't, but there was always that chance they could have came back and killed us all. So, yeah, I mean, I wanted to take them out, but we can't. That's not the way we are, so we turned them loose.
So you wanted to take them out?
Yeah.
That was what your gut was telling you?
Yeah, my gut told me that.
About an hour later, Taliban and Al-Qaeda forces ambushed the men, 4 against 150 fierce mountain fighters.
I mean, they completely encircled us, like they knew exactly where we were at. It was amazing to watch it unfold. Yeah, I kind of wish I was on the other end of it. When we were surrounding the enemy, but it wasn't like that. We were watching them surround us.
After intense fighting, the 4 killed about 100 of the Taliban and Al-Qaeda fighters. But in the end, the ambush was too much. They ran out of ammunition.
I mean, we were talking back and forth the whole time, and a bullet would come down the range and either zip past our head or zip through one of the guys. And inevitably, each one of the guys succumbed to their own wounds. I mean, there wasn't any time where the guy just sat down and was like, this is it, it's over. I've been shot too many times. That never happened.
Hope emerged in the form of a rescue helicopter, but a Taliban rocket shot it down, killing all 16 American service members on board. Luttrell was alone and wounded in one of the most dangerous parts of the world.
I got hit by an RPG, shrapnel from my knees down. 3 vertebrae in my back were busted up on both sides. The facets on the back side, torn rotator cuff. Then I got shot in the back of my leg. And there's multiple other injuries.
Amazingly, Luttrell managed to crawl to an Afghan village, but instead of being killed, the villagers actually protected him from the Taliban. A 2,000-year-old tribal law was in Marcus Luttrell's favor.
Their tradition was once someone comes into their camp and they need assistance and they offer up assistance, and they're gonna fight to the death to make sure that they get that done. And they did.
5 days later, American forces rescued Luttrell. He went on to receive the prestigious Navy Cross for valor from President Bush. Do you feel like there's a divine purpose that you were spared?
I was the biggest and slowest, so I can't give you an explanation as to why when I took one step and went the other way and someone put their foot right behind me, they'd get shot. I just can't. Trust me, it plays over my head 30 seconds out of every minute of every day.
Luttrell says he talked to God while in battle and prayed that he would survive so that the courage of his comrades would not be forgotten.
I made a promise to my guys when I came to and I crawled inside of that mountain. I was just like, hey, you get me out of here and I'll tell everybody how brave these guys fought. I said that. And I was like, I'll get out of here just to do that. I was like, I ain't gonna die out here. No way.
Luttrell chronicles the experience in the book Lone Survivor. A New York Times bestseller, it struck a chord with both men and women. Luttrell says it's all about honoring his fallen brothers.
And what they did and the sacrifices they made. Like I said, the book's about them.
Mark Martin, CBN News.